Nice. Oh, 9 o'clock on the dot as well, so that's pretty cool. Okay, I'll just put a thing in here. Hear me now. Let me know if there are any problems with it, please. Okay, so hello everybody, how are you? This is me, Chris, the developer of the video game The Wickie, and I'm here just doing a quick kind of talk and walk through the video game itself. Now, there we go, just click out of that. Now, what I have here is the latest build of the Wickie itself. Now, this is actually running inside of the game engine and editing tools, so I'm in kind of fly mode at the moment. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to come over here and I'm going to click play, and that way we can look at a few of the changes that have taken place and why they've taken place. There we go. I'm having fun looking at my error log on the right there, which actually isn't filling up too badly. Okay, so a couple of things. Firstly, I've finally changed that wall colour. I've been meaning to forever and ever and ever, so now it's changed. So you can see now that that's fixed, and you can see I'm kind of jumping a little bit in front of it there, so that's all working. Now, I had a bug fix request come in for some floating grass. So I've moved the floating grass that was basically down here and gotten rid of it, and I've also gotten rid of the shortcut home that used to be through here that just ended the game because it seemed a little bit non-intuitive, to be quite honest. Okay, so the dialogue with this sail is intact, but we also now are able to end dialogues properly by either pressing the dialogue button, or if you're in dialogue you can also end it just by walking backwards, which ends the dialogue. I'm not sure why it's still letting me walk backwards, but that's the way. Now, hello Alan, how are you? Welcome to the stream, my good friend. Now, Alan's just brought up a very good point. What I didn't realise because I was in such a rush yesterday was that the lighting was not working the way it should have been. Now, I'm quite colourblind, but I should have picked up on this. So, what I did today was I rebuilt the lighting for the actual environment itself, so what you're seeing here, the light coming in and so on. I also changed the oh my goodness, what's it called again? I also changed the speed of the sun, which was going down a little bit too fast for my liking. I also worked a bit on the sea, so I've done some changes there. Okay, so let's have a look over here. Now, you may, if you are particularly attentive, have came over here and got a placeholder message. Now there is no more placeholder message, as you can see. Also, again, you'll notice the fence has been changed all the way round, so now we no longer have that rather unpleasant looking oh, what do you call it, that unpleasant looking wooden fence. I think this one's much nicer, fits into it much better. Okay, so let's go over to our what do you want to call them, the things. So as you can see, it's much darker in here now, which is what I wanted because it is twilight, you know. And if I go into here, ignore that, that's just because I'm in the engine, this bounding box. It's just to remind me that I've gone through a bounding box. So something you're going to notice straight away is these gondola areas now have their proper wheel places, and if I go over it, I'll be quiet when you go over it so you can kind of hear, but it takes a minute to just speed up. Dogs, come on, be good please. I'm talking to the nice people on Steam, Twitch, YouTube and CG Pirates. Right, so when we go over this you should hear it. There, so we're actually getting much more variation now in what we were doing, which is good. Now there are still physics errors with the coat simply because of the speed that I'm going at. I'm trying to catch up with it, so I'm probably going to disable his jacket. I know it's a shame because he is wearing a particularly lovely jacket, but that's kind of the way it is. Okay, so the next thing to talk about is as we come into the island, and this is just a 5-minute stream, so you know, you're not going to miss loads. But as we come over to the island here, and the music's doing its crescendo bit, and whoosh, I love that. You can now see the island coming in, and the light off the lighthouse is just visible in the distance, so that's working great. So I'm pleased that all the bugs seem to be ironing out. There are still a few bugs left, but I'm going to be patching these bugs out in the next bug release because I'd like to get this one out and basically into the public view as soon as I can. It has been a lot of work getting these bugs fixed, but it's been totes worth it. Okay, keeping it going. There we are. And as we just come in, so I'm just going to point out a couple more minor changes. Firstly, I've turned the key off so it no longer loads up. This will speed up loading times for people on lower computers, and it also means that it's not going to bring in the stuff that is at the very start of the game that you shouldn't need access to. Now obviously it is a bit darker over here now because of the time that you came in here. The island, you know, it's dark in the evenings, that's just the way it is. I'll probably stick a couple more lights in here just to make it a little bit more, you know, friendly. But as well as which, if you're a little bit concerned about the dark now, and I just noticed this is floating, but we can grab our torch and we can grab a battery. Or we can when it's not floating like it is, which is a bit silly, but there we go. Come on, there we go. And then if I just go into my here and I'll combine this and this, there we go, and then come out. There, so now I've got a torch. Okay, and yes, I can see the bug immediately, but don't worry about it. Okay, so this is just so that we can see what we're doing when we get over here. Nice. Okay, so these are the bugs that have been fixed. Like I say, this was just a very short burst because I've been working far too long on getting the demo ready, and so I had to spend a lot of today getting these fixed. But these will be in the live tomorrow, so if you have downloaded the demo you will be able to get them. Now, before I vanish away up my own bottom, if anyone has any questions and I can see them, that's the tricky one because I may not be able to see your questions, please feel free to ask. If I can't see your questions, please post them in the discussion area, or even, you know, shoot me over a message. I'll be happy to look at them. Okay, but as you can see, hopefully this is an improvement on the base version, which was RC3. We're now getting ready to move into RC4 territory, so this will be release candidate, well, RC4. It won't be the stable release, but it'll still be more stable, if you get what I'm saying. Okay, so as usual, it's an absolute pleasure hanging out with you steamy weemy folks, and you twitchy folks, and you